Adults. What is something you'd love receiving as a gift but no one even considers giving you because you're an adult? I'd like some of them pills that turn into dinner sponges when you put them in water. Also the mini dinners you put in water and they would grow 100x their size overnight. At 18 my parents would laugh if I asked for Legos. They never bought them for me unless I asked and stopped buying them for me when I was 9 because I was too old. When I play with my siblings Legos I get brutally mocked, but I honestly think that Legos are ageless and super great not just as a toy, but as a hobby in general. IDK. The box does say up to age 99. Your parents just don't get it. Will in fact be buying Legos until age 99 once I make enough money and also crack the code for living that long. It kind of sucks that you're not allowed to play with them once you turn 100 though. If you are 100 plus stepping on Legos kills you. Legit anything that glows in the dark. I think it's so fun, but since I'm grown I get basic non-glowy stuff. Edit. Typo plus just wanted to say thanks for all the suggestions. I'm about to go buy some glowy shit. Growing up my brother had glow in the dark stars and moons stuck to the ceiling of his room. I was always jealous of them and I think it would be the coolest thing to have my own little galaxy in my room now. My parents gave my cousins a set of those. 20 years later, I'm still jealous. Not a gift, but would someone play hide and seek with me please? Let's do it in Ike. I'm in. Pick me. Pick me. Same. Lol. I'll start counting and you guys hide. 12 Parker Play-Doh. The ultimate 150 Crayola crayon set. The one with the sharpener and some drawing paper. I turn into an 8-year-old. Totally just ordered the gigantic Crayola box. I wanna say it was at least 164 colors, and when my husband asked why I said it's for our daughter, who is 19 months, and just discovered crayons and coloring books a couple weeks ago. He laughed when I confessed they were for me, because I'm so excited that she is starting to color, and I cannot wait until we can sit and color next week when they get here. An invite to go out for ice cream cones. Hey, wanna go get some ice cream? No, just the cones. Thanks. Shit, I'm kind of happy and sad now. My grandma asked for those and we bought a box last time I traveled to her city. I think was 10 kilos. A hell of a box. We ate them together sharing a lot of stories since the last day we stayed there with her. 6 months later. Well, age comes for everyone. Damn it. Now I'm crying all over my phone. That's the kind of grandma I wish I'd had. Maybe I did and just didn't ever ask. I got a call from a friend. She said it's a birthday and we should all come over. I got the date/time and event correct, but not whose birthday it was. Although I was confident it was for a kid. Why else would she say, bring the whole family? We show up, and I'm frankly concerned by all the craft beer with bows and balloons on it. I set our gift back down, and we join the party. Shortly after, her husband shouts with joy and wants to know who got him the big Lego set. Well, that was me. And, you're welcome. So, my answer is Legos. Adults want Legos. Please attend this random birthday party for an undisclosed person of undisclosed age. Cough cough. Me. Cough cough. That I will be gladly throwing together next week now lol. Best random gift ever. I bet that guy will never forget that. Same. Legos would be the perfect gift. People only ever gift me wine at parties. Even though I don't drink. So you're no different than any other wine collector. Mayo. Good point. My husband drinks and loves a good wine. But he doesn't want to drink alone. So unless he invites someone, his collection just gathers dust. I think we have roughly 100 bottles. Art kits. Used to get them almost every year as a kid. When I started going to college, the kits stopped coming. Hubs and I took up acrylic painting about 6 months ago and love it. He bought me a coloring book with tattooed cats for Christmas. I fucking love it. I highly recommend coloring. Shit's just fun. Roller skates. I had a bucket list item of joining a roller derby league, but I was past 40 and everyone I talked to said don't do it. You'll get hurt. Eventually, I didn't tell anyone and went and tried out. I played for 4 years as a blocker, and it is strangely one of the things that I'm really most proud of. Go get the roller skates. A full laser tag set with at least 4 guns and a fog machine, plus strobe lights and black lights and a stick stereo system to pump some techno beats to shoot lasers to it. A few Nancy Drew books. My parents didn't have money for books. The small Catholic school library offered books on saints, US presidents and their wives. The public library wasn't in walking distance. I lied when Susan Sample, a classmate, accused me of befriending her for the Sleuths books. 55 years later, I'll fess up. Yes, I preferred my time with Nancy more than you. This is why I support Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. You sign up and get 2 free kids books a month for your kid to enjoy. It rules. Dolly Parton is a national treasure. If she turns out to be a secret lizard person, I will happily submit to our new reptilian overlords. She is the 4th member PF the Bob Ross MR Rogers Steve Irwin a holy group. People just have not seen it yet. Plushes. Give me all the plushes. /r/plushes. Oh my god. A super soaker with the latest super soaker technology. My birthday is in August, Northern Hemisphere, so I would put it to use straight away. The latest super soaker technology is trash compared to the older ones. Hasbro took over the brand and proceeded to use the same tech in other toys and didn't pay royalties to the inventor. He sued. He won. Hasbro paid out many millions, has been very hesitant to use the tech in any other toy since. Kind of hard to believe we haven't advanced water gun technology beyond Lonnie Johnson's work. There are fees. https://spira. A lot pricier than Super Soaker though lol. I'd much rather have a fight with dope ass water guns than with Nerf guns, because there is no cleanup with water guns, and finding all the darts after a Nerf battle really fucking sucks. A teddy bear. My mother gave me one when I was 36. I almost wept. I set him upright so he can see the world when I leave to work, and lay him down at night so he can nap. He's Mr. Bear. I can remember my Aunt Mary told me she didn't get many toys growing up as a child. She was the oldest child of 5. There just wasn't enough money. So one year, for her 60-something birthday, I got her a soft old-fashioned teddy bear. Other people for her birthday gave her sensible things. I gave her a teddy bear. It was cute, it had a red sweater and the surprise on her face, and she asked if I meant this as hers. Of course. It's yours. I hope it helps make up for the little girl who didn't get toys. She had such a look of delight on her face. She hugged it repeatedly all through her birthday party, and it sat on her bed after she passed away. It's the best gift I've ever given. I'm definitely not crying after reading this. It's sweet and yet sad. I treasure my stuffies, and this stuff really got those happy tears going. Makes me so happy for her. I'd like to get a birthday or Christmas gift that I had no hand in planning or acquiring. Like a wrapped package that I genuinely have no idea what is inside. Edit before I get any more DMs. Sorry for venting into the void. I'm okay. I'm far better off than many people in the world. I'm fortunate to have a job, a home, and a safe, boring life. There are far better places to direct your generosity. My son bought me an expensive resale Starbucks travel mug to replace one I had used for a decade. The previous one developed a crack in the metal. I had bought new cups over the years just for the lids, so I could keep using this travel mug. Eventually it developed a crack in the metal. I discovered that Starbucks didn't sell that lid design at all anymore. I looked all over for a similar travel cup, but couldn't find one. I looked online and Starbucks stores still showed the style but sold out. Doing a search in search engines, I could see them being resold for a lot more than I was willing to pay, like 3 times as much as originally plus shipping. So not long after I learned all this, him hanging out with my son and telling him about how dumb Starbucks is for wrecking their coffee cups, etc. Not long after, we get a package in the mail. You'll never guess what's in it. Or maybe you will. A new travel mug with the old style of top on that I've been searching for. He went and found it, paid more, did all that for no holiday or birthday. Just out of the blue. I use that cup every day. My sister did something like this for me once. I was visiting her and my nieces for the day, and at some point, while the kids had wandered off, we got to talking about various things and I mentioned offhandedly that I had recently read a book that made a massive impact in my life, and that I should really get myself a copy since I'd like to refer back to it occasionally instead of having to check it out from the library every time. A few days later she texted me and asked what was the name of that book. I figured she wanted to read it to see what I saw in it. But then about a week later a package arrived addressed to me, and I wasn't expecting a package. It was the book. These are the best kind of gifts. The ones you never asked for, but received because someone knew you well enough and was listening. Each year, I start a note in my phone for next year's Christmas. Throughout the year I will jot down little things my family and friends have mentioned. Things just said in passing, and that I definitely would have forgotten if I didn't write them down. As a result, I somehow acquired the most thoughtful gift giver title. Honestly, this system just makes it so much easier for me. So I'm 34 now, and no longer with this girl, but for my 32nd birthday my girlfriend at the time did a scavenger hunt around the house with little gifts for each step and a weekend away as the final gift. Definitely one of my cooler birthdays as an adult. An original Polly Pocket. They were so well made, and I just love how perfectly miniature everything was. OMG, I love those and the pound puppies. Nice try, Santa. Damn it. It's the red hair. We know that's just a hat in disguise. My boyfriend grew up watching those old western movies. John Wayne is still his hero after 23 years of life. He never even had a play cowboy hat growing up, and he had always wanted a black one. I got him this nice solid black cowboy hat from George Strait's line. Didn't know he had one until I went shopping in Mayo for Christmas one year. I've only seen that man cry just a few times in our 5 years of dating, and that was one of them. I'm not crying. I'm watering my beard. Board games. Puzzles. I gift them a lot hoping someone will return the favor. I would like someone to play them with me. Tabletop Simulator on Steam. The workshop has tons of games available, and some that don't show up are available through Discord groups. I just wish I didn't have such crippling social anxiety, so I could play with random online. It sucks so much having your favorite hobby be a social one. Same. I'll play with you, and not speak if you want, and we can pretend each other are bots. Those sneakers that light up whenever you take a step. Took my kids shoe shopping last week, and they had Heelys. I was tempted. My 17 years old just bought herself some Heelys. I would break my hip. I bought some when I was in my mid-20s and wore them for a few weeks. They were fun, but really hurt the hell out of the bottom of my feet when I needed to just walk. I never realized you had to manually install/uninstall the wheels. I thought they just tucked in for all these years. Kinda ruined it for me. Well, that and my fear of breaking my bones. I mean, a go-kart. I was gonna say radio controlled car or plane, but this would be great too. Oh my shit, I forgot that I wanted a remote controlled boat. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna go look them up and buy a mid-range one off Amazon right now. Right on. When I was young, I'd see things like that and think to myself, if I was an adult, I'd buy that right now. Why aren't adults having more fun? Then we grow up and forget that means it, but it's nice to be reminded of something you wanted as a kid and then realize there is nothing stopping you from getting it. That's why I got a drone when they became really good. I barely use it, but every time I fly it, it makes me feel like a kid again. I'm 53 and my partner buys me action figures constantly. I would have loved all the superhero shit that's available today when I was a kid, so he gets it for me now. I, a woman in my 30s to 40s, bought Star Trek action figures as they came out from my favorite shows. Street, TNG, Street, DS9, Street, Voyager. Also owned the Enterprise D and a Klingon Bird of Prey, and a Klingon Valka battle cruiser from the same company, Playmates. Isn't it awesome? Y'all made me feel so much better about collecting figures at 30. Sometimes I second guess myself like should I? I'm old, but yeah, you're right. It is awesome. The people who have negative opinions about the things that bring you joy are jealous they don't have as many action figures as you. Nerf guns. I 100% plan to get my husband and I a set for ourselves when our kids are old enough to play with Nerf guns. I never got them as a kid, so I'm going to experience that bit of childhood with my kids. I got my best friend's son a Nerf gun for Christmas, and it ended up with his wife and older daughter going to Target to get more. I keep a Nerf in my car whenever I go over in case things go down. Remote controlled cars, planes or helicopters. They were fun when I was 8, and they are even more fun now. This and last Christmas my dream came true. So for the whole year, whenever I was asked what I wanted for Christmas, I always said I wanted a remote controlled car, and everyone always assumed I was joking because why would a 32-year-old want a toy for Christmas? My son got one for his birthday 2 days before Christmas, and he was having a blast, and to be honest I was a bit jealous. So we always set a budget of €50 per present on Christmas, so it doesn't go over the top. But my brother-in-law decided to completely ignore it this time and got me a really nice RC car for around €300. That thing is the shit. It's a 4-wheel drive off-road short course truck, and it goes 50 km/h. It's so much fun, and I'm having a blast on weekends when my son and I go off-roading with our RC cars. I got the best brother-in-law I can imagine. My father-in-law had a pretty crappy childhood, and my wife always told this story about him wanting a remote control car. They are pretty well off now, but he wouldn't buy something like that for himself. No need for it. Well, last Christmas I got him one of the ones that can go off-road pretty fast, and when he opened it up, I have never seen someone smile that big. He literally unboxed it. We had opened it and charged it beforehand and ran outside. He played with it until the batteries were dead. Best Christmas gift I've ever bought. Love this. Well done, and I hope he never gets bored with it. Those drawing things where you put a pen inside a circle and it moves like a cog inside a bigger circle and creates a pattern. Spirograph. Thank you. I have two. Got them at the dollar store for my class. They are pretty cool. I've never been to a Disney theme park. Before we were married, my wife promised me that we'd eventually go. Still waiting for that day. Going to Disney as an adult with no kids is amazing. I highly recommend it. If you are new to TattleTale TV, please subscribe. We have new videos every day. Stay tuned for more coming up next.